Hello, it's Saskia and welcome to the Yoga Advent Calendar. Today we're going to do some restorative yoga. This is great to do just before you go to bed. So it's a really good setting you up for a lovely slumber or a good night's sleep. And for this you'll need blankets, maybe a bolster if you've got something like that, or pillows, and also some blocks. Okay, we're going to start in a position. Roll up your blanket or take a bolster like I have here. Bring your feet to touch, the outside of feet touching. In the bound angle pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. And then drop yourself over your blanket, a little rolled up wedge that runs along the spine. My head's supported by the whole bolster, but if you need an extra and you're kind of looking over the ledge, having a block to support the head can be of great use. Open the arms to the side. And take 3 deep breaths, in for your nose and out for open lips. Letting your day just go. Inhaling that oxygen-rich blood coming in, the red stuff, the red blood cells. Not the wine, not the mulled wine. And exhaling your day alongside the carbon dioxide. Just bringing one hand to your chest and one to your belly, and you're going to do a little 3-dimensional breath. So imagine a wave of breath moving up through your spine, inhaling into your lower abdominals, to your upper abdominals, all the way to the chest. And exhale, chest and upper and lower abdominals. And again, inhale, like a wave washing onto shore, your breath moves up. And it pulls back into the ocean with the tides. This bridge between the inhales and the exhales becomes invisible, so that you're flowing at the end of one simply into the other without it being forceful, without it being forced. Release your hands, open your eyes and just blink a few times and slowly press yourself up onto your forearms, coming off of your blanket. And you might just sit yourself straight onto your blanket, maybe rolling it up again or folding it, how it feels good for you, or a block. And coming into a cross-legged position. We're just going to warm up all the ranges of the spine here, inhaling the hands up towards the ceiling. And exhale, take a bow. Inhale, slide back up. Exhale to your right hand side. Left hand reaches up and over. And as if an invisible hand is helping it back up, inhale. Exhale your left hand down to the floor, right hand up and over the head, lateral stretch. Inhale, back up. Exhale your fingertips behind your back, press down into your mat or into your blanket and lift the chest for a little back bend. Inhale. Exhale. neutral. Inhale, hands up. Exhale your right hand to left knee, left fingertips behind the back. Twist, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, back up. And exhale, left hand to right knee, right fingertips behind the back. Twist. Inhale, back up. And exhale, bring your hands down through the center line to center of your chest. Close your eyes, and we're now going to set our intention a little bit delayed right now for this class. Close your eyes. Breathe up towards your thumbs. Thinking about what you'd like to set for this class. What would you like to achieve with this energy that you are harnessing? And then open your eyes. Okay, we're going to come over onto all fours. Without our blankets, we're just straight on the mat. Just getting a little bit into the hips. Stretch your right foot out behind you on the mat. Just leaning forwards, inhale, like you're looking at your reflection in a pond, but you don't want to drop in. And then exhale, curl those toes, back toes under, and press into your right heel. A little warming up of the calf. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lift that right knee up, right foot up. Inhale here. And exhale, pull the right knee to your chest. A little abdominal activation. Inhale it now up towards the ceiling. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, up to the ceiling. Like you're kicking your foot upwards. Exhale. Just getting a little bit of length here. Inhale, up. Exhale. You can always take something under your left knee if it feels a bit sore or it needs a bit of padding. One more here, inhale. Exhale, right knee down. Just going to move the hips side to side like a dog wagging its tail. Deep breath in through the nose and deep breath out. Let's change sides here. Again, if you need something for underneath your knee, just pat it with a pillow or maybe even a blanket. Left leg stretches out. Inhale. Like you're looking at your reflection in a pond. Exhale, push back through the heel. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, this time lift the left leg. Keep the hip rotating in, toes flexed. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale. Kick it straight up. You might have a little look just to see what the leg's doing. And then when you know what it feels like when it's kicking up, then just keep your neck neutral by looking down in front of you. Exhale, knee in. Inhale. Exhale. Kicking it up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Last one. Set your left knee down, and again, just shaking the hips out. Right shoulder to right hip, left shoulder to left. Let's come to a little puppy pose. You can do this with your blocks. So an alternative to puppy is to have a little ledge here with the blocks. I take my hands and my shoulders. I grab hold of my opposite elbow to measure approximately what is shoulder width apart. I just move these apart. And I bring my elbows on top and my palms together like I'm praying. Just walk my knees back and drop my head. Inhale here. If you feel like it's too hard on the blocks, what you can do is, as an alternative, is just bring the mat across so there's something squishy there. Alternatively, or even bring them onto a blanket. Inhale here, deep inhale to your shoulder blades. This is opening the chest and a back bend. Exhale, let your heart, your chest melt towards the ground, just dropping the head. Pull your hips back, inhale. One more deepening, exhale. Slowly just wiggle your knees in, release your elbows off of the blocks, unfold your mat, place them out of the way. We're just going to twirl the wrists a little bit here, one direction and the other. Roll the shoulders up and back. And coming onto our bum, sit down. So your legs, your feet are about a foot or maybe a little bit further away from you. Have your palms facing back so your fingers are facing backwards. The further back they go, the easier this gets. So we're going to do a little lift, a reverse tabletop with the hands first. Inhaling here, press the hips up. And exhale back down. Now change your hands to face outwards. So we're changing different positions for the wrists. Inhale, press down, lift the hips. And down. And now have your hands, your fingertips face inwards. Feel free to take blocks if it feels better to grip something to protect your wrists. Inhale. Exhale, staying here. We're going to lift the right foot and cross the right ankle over the left knee and inhale here. Exhale. 2 more deep breaths. Really opening the chest and the hips. And lower down. Okay. So we've got this little stretch going on. Release the right foot. Let's change over to the left-hand side. Cross the left ankle just over your right knee in this figure of 4 position. And then we're going to press down for the right foot and lift up for 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1. 2. 3. Slowly lower down. Relax the legs. Shake them out a little bit. Okay, and then just cross your ankles and come back onto all fours. If you like, you can take your blocks here. We're going to come into a pigeon pose where we're going to come through a downward facing dog. Blocks can always be handy just to make it a little bit easier for the arms when we're doing step throughs. Lift up into down dog. Place your left foot to the middle of the mat. Inhale your right foot up behind you. Look under your right armpit towards the right toes. You might see that leg now cocking a little bit like a dog when it needs to take a pee. Exhale, bend the right knee. So we're just moving from the lever joint here from the right knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten it. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Dip that right shoulder a little bit more. And now exhale, look between your hands and pull your right knee forwards until you can place the shin bone down in between the blocks of the hands. We're just going to stay up here just for a short while. Inhale. Pull your right shin towards your left knee like you're trying to squeeze it together. Exhale. Shoulder blades back. You might be using the blocks here for support. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And then we're going to deepen. If you like, you can slide your left heel a little bit further back. Make sure the hips are squared. And if you feel your right hip is lifting really high and you want some support, you might place a block underneath it. We want to keep the hips squared so we're not dropping onto our right. And then walk your fingertips forward. You might just start off here in your pigeon pose. If you want to take it deeper, you can come down onto your forearms. Really thinking about that right hip and the breath and the influence the breath has. So as if your life depends on it, breathing into the right hip now. Really think of mind to muscle and mind to fascia, to the different kind of inner spider web between all our organs and muscles and all the connective tissue. And then slowly lift yourself up with or without blocks. It's up to you. Bring your hands either side of the right thigh, curl the left toes under, lift the left knee, and then inhale. Slowly stretch the right foot out behind you. Give it a good shake. And we're just gonna walk the dog. So Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, walking our downward facing dog. We're taking it to the other side. Place your right foot to the middle of the mat. Inhale, left leg up tall. Now if you can, keep your left shoulder dipping, but your left hip opening. So it's a bit of a challenge to rotate the left shoulder in and the left hip out. Inhale here, look under your left armpit. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Look forwards and exhale, slowly bring your left knee forward. So it's hovering just above the hands and then lower the left shin bone down. We're lowering the right knee down, toes still curled under. Before we come into the pigeon pose, Kapotanasana, we're just going to have the hands on the blocks or the fingertips on the ground. Inhale here, pull your left shin towards your right knee. Exhale. 1. Popping out that chest, roll the shoulder blades back. 2. 1 more. 3. Now slide your right foot back and come into a deep pigeon pose. Hands down, forearms down if you like. You can even stretch your upper body across the left leg. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. Lift yourself up. Tip yourself onto your left. Bring your right leg forward. And we're going to roll down onto the back. Last but not least, little supine twist followed by happy baby pose. Keep hold of your right knee. Stretch your left foot forward. Inhale. Peel your head off the ground. Forehead as if to kiss the knee. I'm kissing my knee. I love my knees. Yeah, there is a saying in yoga, you can mess with the gods, but you cannot mess with the knees. So give those knees some love. Just cradling your body. And initially, whenever you're doing yoga, whenever you're doing something for yourself, you're giving self-love. You're practicing it. You know, there's all this over-delivery of self-love advertisement right now everywhere. And sometimes we think, oh my God, am I actually giving myself self-love? Because like it's everywhere now, so we're reminded of it. And the answer is definitely yes. We're going to take this right knee with our left hand and slowly bring it over to the other side. Slowly bring it over to the left-hand side. Take your right hand to the left as well. And now inhale, draw a big half moon circle with your right hand, like a wing fanning out to the right. And we're going to breathe here into the right shoulder blade. Inhale. Now let the shoulder blade just melt into the ground. Inhale. Exhale to twist. I love twists. So in twists we say we're wringing out the ego. Yeah, we're wringing out that wet cloth. They say twists are great on a physiological level to detoxify, maybe also detoxify from the ego, or to soften it. Yeah. Slowly coming back up. Stretch out your right foot forward, changing sides, left knee in. Inhale, peel your head off the ground, kissing the knee. I love you, knee. Exhale, lay down. It's a nice thing about doing yoga in your living room or at home. No one can see what you do. Have a laugh. Cradle the leg like it's a baby. You are important. Take your left thigh and guide it over to the right. So now take your left fingertips. Inhale, draw a big half moon circle over your head. I'm just going to slide it again. Fanning out the arm. Inhale to lengthen the spine, to rise up here. Exhale, twist. Wringing out the ego. Yeah, I never say kill the ego. The ego is important. Don't kill it off. But we can soften it. Yeah, we can let it be a bit softer. Let it be a bit calmer. A little bit less active. Give it a side role, like the sidekick role, not the main role in your life, the main cast. The higher self wants to be the main cast, right? The higher self. And deep inhale. Lengthen the spine, exhale. Twist. Moving back up. And now, last but not least, our happy baby pose. You're lifting the legs. Grab hold of your ankles or shins, open the legs wide. And it's important that the lower back is flat on the mat. And then just rocking side to side like a happy baby would. Maybe you'll grab hold of the outside of the feet if you prefer to, but just make sure the lower back is flat first. And you see babies do this and they rock around and they're like gurgling. And then relax one foot forward and the other for Shavasana. And if you like now, grab your blanket, palms facing up. Make yourself as comfy as possible. put some blankets under your knees if you like, maybe one underneath your head like a pillow. You can cushion yourself from all sides, making this lovely little bed of pillows and blankets. Maybe one last deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the lips. Thank you so much for coming today and opening this window. I wish you a lovely good night's sleep and also a lovely day if you're doing this in the morning. Either way, it's a great setup. Enjoy a nice long Shavasana. Stay warm. Namaste.